The condo market in Calgary has undergone a lot, to say the least, and now it's becoming one of the hottest real estate assets for Calgary investors. Just last year, we saw condos increase the most over any other property type. The market is changing rapidly, so if you're thinking of investing in a condo or you're just trying to weigh out all of your options, you're in the right place. Here are the reasons we're expecting Calgary condos to appreciate the most in 2024 and why. What's up everyone? My name's Nada. I'm a realtor right here in Calgary and I constantly help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. Furthermore, I love making Calgary and real estate related content, so if that is the type of stuff you're into, please make sure to hit the like button, the subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another video. I also want to just quickly mention that I'm not a financial advisor, so anything you see in this video should not be construed as financial advice. I am a licensed realtor, however, so I can offer professional opinions on the matter, but nonetheless, you should make sure you're doing your own research and assessing what is the best option for you. Now let's get into it. Biggest factor we're gonna have contributing to the projected condo appreciation is affordability and people getting priced out of detached and semi-detached options on the market. Let me break this down for you real quick. Say for example, I'm a buyer in the Calgary real estate market and I've been sitting on the sidelines for a while. At first glance, I really wanted to get something detached, and then I kept waiting and waiting. Prices started going up really fast. Next thing I knew, I was priced out of detached. I had to start looking at semi-detached. And from there, I kept waiting because I was still uncertain of the market conditions. Now I'm panicking a little bit because I'm seeing that I'm getting completely priced out of so many different kinds of real estate. The next logical step I'm going to do is I'm going to start to look at townhouses and I'm going to start to look at condos because now that's all that I can afford. And essentially, one of the biggest factors driving the prices up in Calgary was the influx of migration and immigration that we had from other large Canadian cities that were even less affordable. Cities such as Toronto and Vancouver primarily. And this migration came in due to a couple of factors. The first one was that interest rates were going up so fast. The Bank of Canada kept hiking and hiking and hiking them up. And if you're in a place like Vancouver or Toronto and your monthly payments are already high enough, if you're on that variable rate, you're gonna get hit with even higher payments. Many of them bought during COVID where we saw those really low interest rates, so they were used to having those low monthly payments. And the ones who decided to go variable saw their monthly payments absolutely skyrocket. And on top of this, inflation was going up so fast, everyone's dollar was just getting devalued and people were able to afford less and less as the cost of living went up. Many people and families started realizing that instead of paying $800,000 for an apartment, they could come to Calgary, buy a nice detached home with a yard, and never have to worry about mortgage payments ever again. With the average home in Vancouver costing over $1 million and the average home in Toronto costing just over $1.5 million, for some people, financially speaking, this move was a no-brainer. And on top of this, we saw Calgary gaining so much recognition when it was listed as one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. This caused a lot of people to start recognizing the potential that Calgary had. And to give you an idea of just how crazy the immigration and migration was in Calgary, just last year from Q3 2022 to Q3 2023, we saw a net increase of just over 56,000 people into Alberta's population. And I'm from Vancouver, so let me tell you, I know firsthand how ridiculously expensive real estate is there. The average income you need to have to be able to afford a house in Vancouver is $250,000. This in turn caused for an insane increase in demand for housing, and this caused Calgary's real estate inventory to plummet, which drove home prices up an insane amount. And like we said earlier, the rapid increase in prices is causing a lot of people to move down into the next affordable real estate asset. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like Calgary is going to get any more affordable from here, with interest rates expecting to be held at where they are or to even potentially come down, as a lot of reports are saying that's only going to drive prices here up even faster. And condos are becoming a hot choice for investors because they're still relatively affordable affordable, and there's not a ton of maintenance involved on them. For example, in a condo, you don't have to worry about your lawn getting maintained or your driveway being shoveled, as well as any other large exterior or emergency repairs, since most of the time that's what your condo fees go towards. When you pay your condo fees each month, a certain portion of that money is allocated towards something called a reserve fund. And the reserve fund takes care of any large maintenance that could come up in the building, or most typically anything exterior to your condo, such as windows, doors, or anything like that. This is, however, dependent on the particular condo, so make sure that if you are looking at condos, you check and look into exactly what the reserve fund for your particular condo covers. Furthermore, condos located downtown are also still relatively affordable, meaning that you can buy something in a very convenient location that's gonna rent out really easily and really well. Now, I know condo living isn't for everyone, but even if you can't see yourself living in one because, say for example, your family might be too large, you need a backyard, or there's any other reason, it still might be worth looking into as an investment. But always keep in mind that any sort of investment does come with risk and not 100% certainty, so it's still going to be really worth doing your own due diligence and consulting professionals prior to making any sort of decision. In summary, condos are going to be a great option if you want a low maintenance and relatively affordable living option. It's also going to be something that you should consider if you want a low barrier way to get into real estate investing. Just make sure to examine factors like your lifestyle, financial goals, and long-term plans to be able to make an informed decision that aligns with your needs. Because predictions are just predictions, and we cannot tell the future with 100% certainty. The most we can do is try to make informed decisions based on what our own risk tolerance is. That's the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out at any time. I would love to hear from you. I will have all of my social media linked down below. And hey, if you enjoy this sort of content, make sure to check out any of my other videos and hit the like and subscribe button. I would also love to hear what videos you want to see more of in the future, so feel free to comment that down below as well.